back to Chef Life, the Cooking Lab DLC, episode number 10. Today we are going to be making some new dishes. It's been a bit since we made some new ones, so we have a bunch that we can make. So let's go in there and let's make some dishes. Hope you're enjoying this series. Looks like a lot of people are actually enjoying this series, so that's really good. And yeah, let's do this. Let's go over here and we'll stay and perfect and learn some new recipes. For those of you just joining us, we are a new chef here, junior chef, and here are our requests. This is the reason why we're going to be learning some new recipes, is because we've progressed Kasim, because we just made a fish dish in this last service in order to complete his previous request, and now he has a new request. So we're going to need to make a mussel casserole or a seafood pasta, but these are the things that we need to have him do. We need to have him make clam sauce, langoustine bouillon, and a spaghetti. So we're going to need to get those on the menu so that he can make those. This one, I don't know if we're going to be able to complete that. Last time I didn't think we were going to be able to complete the veggie services, but it said that we did, because I guess we had vegetable dishes on there, and we do have a meat dish on there. So the question is will we be able to... it says a menu theme of meat, but not exactly sure if we're going to get this or not. Experience points are great. Gold coupons are fine, but really we need money. We need money. So let's take a look here. We've been open for 11 days. Our restaurant is very clean. Our responsibility is perfect. So the most ordered dish is the least expensive one, of course, which is the salad. We do have 4 regular customers, and we have 10 customers total. We need to upgrade the restaurant and get more, put more tables in and stuff if we want more. And we just unlocked that. But we only have a little bit less than 800 credits. So Kasim is level 9, and we need to unlock more of his story here. But I guess what we could do is we could look into some of these new things that it talked about. So here, actually, that's not a new thing. That's just a light. I thought this was the area where we can upgrade the restaurant, but apparently it's not. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's weird because I thought we would be able to do that. But anyway, let's just look and see if there's anything new here. Trattoria. I mean, we could go to this. Let's see what this looks like. You know what? I'm going to keep it like that. We have limited options here again. Now, what is that icon? Is that a bistro icon? No, that's the bistro icon. So what's that icon? I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and let's apply that everywhere, because I do like the look of that. And let's see if there's anything else with that kind of icon. No, it doesn't look like it. Yeah. All right, but that's fine. I like that idea. Let's go there, and let's see if there's any decorations that are new. No. Nothing new there. It's not letting me select that thing, whatever that is up there. I think that's just the walls. That's the wall light. That's the wall decorations. That's a bistro thing. That's fine. I like that. Okay. Anything new here? No. Okay. Well, unfortunately, yeah, we can't do anything about the restaurant right now. Maybe we can do it at the beginning of the day and not at the end. I don't think there's anything that I want to do here either. So we were thinking about buying another refrigerator. Or we thought about doing the pasta stuff. So let's just exit design mode, and then let's go in here and take a look at these dishes. So here's some meat. Here's a meat dish. The thing is, though, is that we really want to level up Kasim, right? So now that we can, this is also a meat dish. That is also a meat dish. So if we really wanted to go for meats, we could. Here's also another meat dish. And then we learned that one in order to get him up to the level that he's at. So here's more meat. Yeah, there's plenty of meat dishes here. Three pasta, and then here's the mussels. Here's the spaghetti with clams. So we needed to do the mussel dish. Here's the clam dish. Interesting. Here's a chicken. Okay. And then here's the langoustine. So, and what's this? Lasagna? Okay. Testing the waters, upgrade the recipe. Okay, so I think that what we ought to do is actually get all three of these here and learn those. And then that way we can put them all on the menu and we can have him start going. So we just unlocked it and this is good. We have some new ingredients. Nice. New prepped food items available in the lab. That's the cooking lab DLC part. So that's going to be fun because we're going to be able to use those items and kind of mix and match things. So that's going to be cool. And in here we're going to learn this one as well. And again, yeah, we have some things there available for the lab, so check that out. This is going to be neat. All right, so we have some new stuff here. And let's go to the recipe book. And let's go ahead and... Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Although it didn't say that we had to, like the seafood pasta, prepared pasta dough. We need a pasta machine. We need a dough workstation. Okay. We don't need a meat slicer. So that's good, I guess. But we do need to buy those other things. Here's the mussel casserole. Let's see. Do we need anything crazy here? A deep fryer for French fries. We already have that. No, there's nothing crazy for that. Keep on backing out. This one here. We got a pot, a grill. Okay, so we need a grill, and we also need a dough workstation and a pasta machine. So let's go back over here. I think we have enough money to buy this, but we will see. Okay, let's go here. Definitely not buying another refrigerator, that's for sure. Here's the meat slicer. There's the pasta machine. It says stand mixer, but it looks like that's the dough workstation. And then here's the grill, the plancha. You know, I wish they would actually make what they say in one section the same as what they say over here, because I don't see dough workstation, but I have a feeling that's what this is. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. I am going to buy the pasta machine, and I'm going to buy the plancha. All right, so we have 421 credits left. That's pretty good. You know, the funny thing is that we could actually buy the meat slicer, and we could upgrade that other pasta dish that we've been waiting to do because we needed the other things. So I say we go ahead and do it. I mean, I'm a little concerned about the money now, as I probably should be. And then we'll go ahead and enter the design mode, and then we're going to place our pasta things down. So I think we should probably just leave all that here. I mean, we can't use this back corner thing for anything, doesn't look like. So we bring our things over immediately, like the fish and the meat. We handle them here. We do some cutting up here. We mix here. We have our blender. I mean, we could do the blender next to that and do this, but most of the time we don't. I mean, a lot of times we actually do need the blender. I'm okay with the mixing station being in the center of that. Dishes. You know, I'm considering actually putting the sink over here so I don't have to walk over here anymore. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's put the sink over here. And that way we can just quickly get our pots and put them over here, and then go and then wash the dish and come back over here. So I'm liking this setup. I think this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and let's get the other refrigerator, because I'm not sure if this is, well, it's not bad because it's close to the prep stuff where he preps them, and I can just put them in there. I guess it's okay to have two refrigerators like that, but I am going to move this slightly over to the left here. And I suppose we could do the meat slicer there. That looks cool. And we'll put the refrigerator here. We will put our pasta machine here. No, we will put the dough workstation here. And we will put the pasta machine over here. So now we have our pasta section and our meat section here. Maybe instead of that, we put the pasta machine here. We put the grill here next to this. And then over here we put our dough. That way we can go dough, pasta. Boom, boom. And then here we can go meat if we need to do, if that's actually a thing. I like that setup. Look at all the stuff we've got going on here. Nice. And then over here is our warmers and our, which is great for the pasta now that we're going to have a lot of pasta dishes here. Okay. We have done that. Let's go ahead and exit the design mode. Let's go ahead and take the, actually we don't have the pasta dish on there yet because we took it off. We are going to upgrade this though. And we've unlocked the recipe for pancetta and pecorino carbonara. All right, so now we have, check that out. That looks cool. All right, that's pancetta. Okay, good. and we can slice that up in the meat slicer. All right, so looks like we're going to be making our own dough now. So that's interesting. It's very interesting, actually, because Kasim needs to make industrial spaghetti. How do I make industrial spaghetti if I'm no longer making industrial spaghetti? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Should I not have upgraded that? Have I just broke the game? Is there another? Oh, this one. Hopefully this one has got industrial spaghetti in it. It does say testing the waters, so upgrade the recipe. I've already done that. I need to upgrade it again. I'm not sure, but let's go ahead and learn these, although it's going to take a lot of points, but let's go ahead and do it. Your elected recipe for pasta di mama. Okay. New ingredients. New recipe book. Okay, let's see here. Pasta with Italian cheese. Pasta bolognese. Pasta with pesto. Pasta with spicy tomato. Oh, that's interesting. So that it actually, instead of 3, it actually gave me 4 different ones. And it looks like these might just use no, they don't. They don't use industrial spaghetti. Hold on. What about this one? No. No. And no. I think I just broke the game. But we'll see what happens here. All right, let's just go and upgrade the... Oh, no, they did give me 3. It was the one here, right here. This is the one that we need to this is the one that's upgrade. And this gives us 25 instead of 12. Okay, we'll pin this. And then, so what we have to do is we have to get flour, egg, and salt. And then we can prepare the dough. And we can keep that in the refrigerator. Well, this is interesting. Last time we needed a warmer for spaghetti. Now we can have the prepared pasta dough equals spaghetti. Oh, and then we can warm it up. Okay. And then we can put that on the warmer. Here's the meat slicer for the pancetta. And we have to slice it thick. And then we have sliced it up. We get diced pancetta. And then we have the grating there. We have to choose the slice thickness. Choose well. And it's pancetta thick on the chopping board. Then we have another egg. And then we cook it all up with the egg yolks. And this one says egg whites, but it doesn't look like we use the egg whites, just the yolks and the grating, and then we just plate it. So, all right, this doesn't look too bad. So let's go ahead and let's start this up. Here's our coarse salt and egg. That's a new one, tomato coulis, and the white wine is new as well. So we have all that. And then here's some new ones. But there's only one thing that we have to take, and that was the no, not parsley. It was this up here. The bouquet garni. And looks like we have onion finally. So, and then what was this? Mixed bouillon vegetables. Okay. That's pretty cool. A sprig of thyme, maybe, was new. Okay. Very good. There's not much there. Let's look here in the fridge. We've got langoustine, which is cool. And then mussels. Also clams. So we got 3 more things there. And then our meat fridge, of course, we have the pancetta. So we don't actually put that there because we put it over here with the slicer. Yes. All right, so let's make the prepared pasta dough first. We'll put this down here. And then actually, we can't put that in the refrigerator. It doesn't need to be, I guess. Okay, that's fine. And then we'll make the dough. In the mixer here. There we go. Do we need any spices or anything? Let's just grab them just in case. It says we need salt, but I think that's for the spaghetti when we cook it. So let's take a look here. All right, adding flour. While the dough is being mixed, you can add flour onto the worktop with add flour. It'll be faster to work the dough on the worktop if you add flour beforehand. Okay, got it. So let's add flour. We'll add some more. We'll add the last bit. The dough's been mixed. Time to start preparing it for the next step. Use the flatten action, flatten until the dough is ready to be picked up. Okay, so flatten. And we'll add some more flour. Flatten. And we're done. Okay, I think we did that really well. The dough's ready. It's been prepared enough for the next step. Before taking the dough, you can check the thickness by using check dough. Preparing the dough perfectly will grant a bonus to your grade. It's like the season, I guess. Now you can choose which mode to use for the flatten. Gently gives you more precision, whereas firmly you can work faster. Take care not to overwork the dough or it becomes too thin. If this happens, you can fix it by folding the dough and starting the flattening process again by using the fold mode. Okay, that's interesting. So let's check the dough. The dough is not thin enough. So here are our different ones. We can fold it, we can go firmly, or we can go gently. Let's add some flour. And then let's do some firmly here, just to start with, and see what happens. Okay, now we'll check it. It's perfect. Okay, that's good. We're done here. Let's go ahead and just add the flour, just to see if that helps. And we'll take the dough. It's giving us an A+. That's awesome. Oh, look at all this dough that we have now. Okay, this is cool. And now we make the spaghetti. Where do we make it here? Looks like it. Okay, pasta machines where you cut fresh dough into pasta shapes. Bring a tray and place it on the station. Then you can choose what kind of shape you want. With a single dough, you can create multiple portions of pasta in different shapes. So you only need to prepare a single ball of dough for multiple dishes. That is good to know. Spaghetti is what we want. That's penne. Let's do the spaghetti. And it's L. Okay, it looks like it's just rolling it multiple times. And then we take it. All right, very good. And should we make another couple? And then make a penne? I wonder if we should just leave that here, though. We'll make one of these, though. Oh, cool. Boy, this takes a little bit of time. Be nice if Kasim could do this. All right, we'll take the penne. I think I only need one penne. Here, let's take a look at the recipe book, because that's just spaghetti. And then there's also spaghetti. That is also spaghetti. I pushed the wrong button. And this one is also spaghetti. So if those are all spaghetti, then where's the penne? And why can't I make it? What's this? Penne. Okay. Okay, so we actually need 1, 2, 3, 4 seafood. Oh wait, the pasta with pesto, still learning, yeah. We need 4. Oh, that's also penne. Okay, so we needed 2 penne. And what was it, 3 spaghetti? Yeah, 3 spaghetti. So we're going to need to make a dough one more time. All right, we'll do that in a bit. But let's go ahead and just do the other penne. This is a new thing. A new machine. All right, we're going to take that. Great. Okay, so we made the spaghetti, and now we need to cook it. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to do 2 of them. And actually, we need to do this and boil the water. All right. And then we'll go ahead and turn that on. Very good. And we're definitely going to need to salt it. See if we can get some boiling water here. There we go. All right, we'll go ahead and season it. All right, very good. We'll start this one up. Okay. All right, we'll take this and put it on the warmer. And over here, we can crank this up. Really goes fast if you crank it. All right, we're going to take that as well. And we're going to put this over there. Next step is to make the slice. We'll go ahead and turn those off. And then we'll grab our meat. And then we're going to go ahead and use this for the first time. This is the meat slicer. You can use to cut thin slices of meat. You can adjust the machine to change the thickness. Each recipe has a recommended thickness. Read the recipe book. All right, this one said we wanted to make it thick, if I recall. So let's go ahead and slice that up. All right, we got our thick slices of pancetta. And then we have to make it diced, and we also have to grate the pecorino. Let's go ahead and grate this up. We know how to do that. We also know how to dice these too. All right, very good. That should do that. And then we need some egg yolks. So we got to go to what does that look like to you? This? Yes, the mixing table. Okay, egg yolks. All right, let's crack it. Let's put it in. Go down. Down again. Okay. We have some egg yolks. We also have egg whites that we do not need. All right, now we're going to make the spaghetti. So let's go ahead and put this cookware on here. We will take one of those. And we will basically, we don't want the heat too high, and we have to stir it. And then we put two things in there. Okay. Let's go. Okay, we put the two in there. We can't go too high, so this is going to take a little bit of time. And then we're going to put that and that in the dish on the third stage. So let's go ahead and stir it up. And then on the third stage here, we're going to put both of those in. And we'll just go ahead and stir it up again. Okay, this is looking pretty good. And I think that once we grab it here, it's the end, right? Yes, we just have to plate it. We got ourselves an A. Was that the max we could get? Yes, that was the max we could get. So let's go here to the plating station. And let's go ahead and plate that up and see what they make it look like. New dish here. It's been a few episodes. All right, look at that. Big old yolk in the middle. And we get ourselves an A+. So it goes from A to A+, I guess, on the plating. So that's kind of cool. Let's redo the plating and see if we can make it look any different. We don't need any sauce. Bowl there. Okay, here's our pasta. Oh, we can put the egg there on top. That's interesting. Those look a little fried. That actually takes care of a bunch of different things. That actually takes care of a lot of the meat and also some of the cheese. I'm feeling pretty bullish about that one, actually. Because it takes care of a lot of the meat. Let's see here. If we go R3, oh look, it's in the green. I think that max too much, it says. That's the minimum. Okay. Let's just go right about there. We'll put it right in the middle of the dish. Very good. And then we'll go down here to the meat. And we need some more meat. Whoa. Oh, that's kind of neat. Oh, that's kind of cool too. All right, I like this little swizzle stick kind of thing. Okay, we'll put one over here. Maybe we'll put one in here in front. Put one over here on the side to frame it a little bit. There we go. That's kind of neat. All right, let's go over here to the cheese. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use any of those. No, I think we'll just go ahead and just... Yeah, put some of these down. Oh, it didn't like those? Okay. All right, we'll put another one down there. These are just little shavings, aren't they? Let's just change it up a little bit. That's fine. They're all falling off. That's fine. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then now some sauce, or this is the egg, huh? And that's a big one, and that's a small one. And we could put this... Put this right on top. We could put this off to the side. No, we gotta have this on top, don't we? We gotta have it on top. But we're gonna put it a little slightly off-centered there. There we go. All right, we got our check boxes. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, we need a little bit more cheese. Those are so big. Yeah, we'll just... Here, let's see if we can put that right on top of it. Yeah, okay. Got ourselves a nice little stack there. We got our check boxes all across the board. This is optional. What is that? Is that the egg white? I'm definitely not pouring that anywhere. Yeah, no thanks. I don't want that. All right, next step is if we want to do some of these, which we do not. Nope. Okay, we're going to go ahead and save that. And I'll take a picture of it. Why not? Okay, that's fine. And that looks nice. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll use this plating. Why not, right? That's the original layout. That's ours. Nah, we'll use ours. Okay. And we got ourselves that dish. We've done our upgrade now, which is great. It's this one right here. It's maybe he can make spaghetti and or industrial spaghetti. So we'll have to find out. We'll have to find out. Okay. The other pasta dishes, pasta here, pasta with pesto. Those are all 30. Side of beef, ground beef, onion, tomato sauce. Okay, that's a pretty, keep on backing out. That's a pretty big dish there. This one here though, penne, blended pesto. See, we make pesto for the another dish. So that's interesting because we could use the same pesto. And this is, yeah, different sauce there. Okay. And that one's 25. That one's 25. That one's 30. Okay, very good. And then the seafood pasta. All right, here we have spaghetti made already cooked. We need to cook it. Got to chop some garlic. We got to make some clam sauce in a saucepan. And then wow, look at this. So we have to saucepan, cook the spaghetti, then we put them in a saute pan, and then we can just go ahead and plate it. So this takes some time. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this seafood pasta, because I think these are the ones with the clams. And let me just check real quick on his request. He needs to make 2 clam sauces. Okay. Actually, it doesn't say industrial spaghetti. It just says cooked spaghetti. Okay, we're fine. It changed it. It changed it. It did say industrial spaghetti before. So we didn't need to get all those other spaghettis. But that's okay. We may just go that route and keep this one because this has the pesto sauce. And then also put a whole bunch of spaghettis up there. Although, if I recall, it's not just making the clam sauce. He needs to make the langoustine bouillon. So seafood pasta, mussel casserole. I don't think we need to do the mussel casserole because we can do the seafood pasta with him, and we can also do this, and then that would cover everything. So, yeah, so this one's pinned. This one allows him to do the clam sauce, which we're going to do right now for the first time. And that should do it. All right, so we have the dough. We have the cooked spaghetti. We can take this one. Because this one is dirty. And then we're going to package this thing up later on. Okay, so we have 2 pennies. Hold on a second. What was the other? Why do I have that that garnish thing? Did I actually just grab it on accident? I don't think I needed that. Yeah, I don't think I needed that. Let's go ahead and put the egg white over here, because I'm not going to need the egg white. So we'll just package that up. And then the penny we have, although this one does not require a penny, so we want to go to this one. Yes. Yep. So we already did that. We cooked it. And then we got to chop up the garlic. And then we need a glass of olive oil. We need some clams. We need some white wine. And then we have to cover it. We have to stir it. But we don't need to have it hot. So we need to cook that, though, in a saucepan. All right. Let's go grab the ingredients here. Spaghetti with clams is what they call it. Is that right? Yes. They call it different. Of course. Why would they call it the same? All right, so we don't need... Sorry for going back and forth so much, but I mean, it's the first time. So we don't need the coarse salt. We don't need the flour. We don't need the egg. We don't need. And we need these two here. And we need that. Okay, very good. Now let's go ahead. We did that. Let's chop the garlic. We've done this before. Okay. We got to make the clam sauce. And again, that is just stirring, covering, and we don't need to watch out about the heat. We don't need to make it hot beforehand. Go ahead and wash this. We're going to need this as well. All right, let's grab it. Okay. And then we need some clams. There we go. And I believe that we are prepared to do this. So let's go ahead and start this up. All right, we're going to need to cover it pretty quickly here. Put the clams in, and we'll cover it. And I'm thinking I'm going to wait to stir it until after I uncover it. I think that's the right thing to do here. We're getting a little bit high over there in that meter. Let's stir it quickly. Yeah, it just came up with an exclamation point, so hopefully that's okay. I guess we'll find out. What's the max I can get out of this? Clam sauce. An A is the max. And we got ourselves an A. Okay, very good. Oh, look. There's 4 of them. Oh, that's a lot of clam sauce. Okay. Let's make the spaghetti in the clam sauce. Now let's see what we have to do for that. We just have to avoid the heat too high and then stir it. Yeah. Okay, let's go grab the spaghetti. Great. And let's go ahead and let's make it. And all we have to do is stir this, and we have to put this in as well. Wow, I mean, cooking pasta is no joke, is it? Yeah, so this episode we'll learn the dishes, and the next episode we will do the service for these dishes. This will be just a recipe making episode, which is cool. We haven't had one of those yet, so might as well do that. You're getting stirred up nicely. All right, we'll take that off. We'll go ahead and just, while we're here, do this, because the plating is very simple. We just walk over and plate it. Spaghetti with clams. Let's see what this looks like. I think we know what it looks like. Looks just like the picture. All right, check that out. So that looks really good, actually. Let's redo the plating, and let's just see what we can do if we should do something different. Okay, this does have clams on it already. Although not much. It's just barely mixed in there, it looks like. I think that looks pretty cool, though. Shall we scale it up a bit? Just give them a ton. Yeah, you know what? We're going for it. Oh, it's too big? Yeah, it's a little too big. All right, let's scale it down. Just slightly. Can we scale it up a little bit more? Okay, right there. Great. Okay, and then let's go look at the clam sauce here. And it's either, yeah, it's just going to be pouring it on or these little drops. So let's just go ahead and pour it on there. Getting close here. There we go. All right, we poured our clam sauce on it. And then here we have some clams. Wow, that's a big one, isn't it? And it's closed. I don't think we want to do that. Okay, that one's open. And then we can we could take it out for them and not have the shell, or we could just have it displayed like that. No, we definitely need to give it to them here. So let's I don't do we want to go a little bit smaller with those? Maybe about like that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead like that. And then let's go ahead and drop them. We'll give them 3. Now, you know what? This is a gigantic plate. We're going to go ahead and we're going to load them up on 4 clams there. I mean, what a dish. All right, and we have some garlic, right? We can give them a clove. Could you imagine? You can give them a roasted clove or this gigantic thing. Nah, I think we're just going to go ahead and just sprinkle some on here. I think that's enough, right? Yeah, that's probably enough. Okay, I think we're all checkboxed. Yep. Next step. And do we want to do any of this stuff? Nah. Well, maybe. We could do one of these little basil things. Put a sprig there, just for a little bit of color. There we go. All right, that looks nice. And yeah, that should do it. We'll save the plating. Actually, it looks really good. And we'll just keep the same. Take a picture here. Just keep the same thing here. Very nice. And should we use ours or use theirs? I have to admit, I mean, there's steam in it. It looks pretty good, but I mean, we're going to have to go with ours. Okay. We will take that, and now we have made spaghetti with clams. So that's pretty cool. We could make it 3 more times, actually. But we're not going to do that. It gets cheese in it. Penne. Maybe we should make one of the dishes with the penne. Let's see here. We need to make either this one, pasta with Italian cheese, or this one. Oh, we already made that one. Sorry. We already made that one. Pasta with pesto. We could make both of those and then just forego this one completely for now, even though that's the most expensive one on the menu. 30, 25, and 25. This one's 30 though. So we could go with that. We don't even need to put these on the menu, but we are definitely going to do this one on the menu, that one on the menu, and that one on the menu. Oh, actually, we need to go that one on the menu. We don't need to do the mussel casserole. So we could do one more of these. You know, if we did one more of them, we wouldn't have to do the penne at all if we didn't do this one or that one. I mean, we can learn them, but we don't have to put them on the menu. So we could put this one on the menu, put that one on the menu, that one on the menu, that on the menu, and that. The only... Yeah, this one has meat on it. So is that going to... Oh, wait. He wants us to do... Wait, not this on the menu. No. That, that, and that. Those are the 5. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll learn these other 2. I'm sorry. Learn these other 2 right here. And then we'll go from there. We'll go ahead and learn these 2 first because we have the penne. So we may as well go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do this one first. Okay. And actually, we can unpin that and unpin that. Very good. And then we'll unpin that for now as well. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do these 2. All right, so let's take a look at it here. We have to do the same thing with the dough. Wait, that's penne. Oh, that's right. We're just making it. We're not going to put them on the menu. All right, so we have the penne. We already did that. We can cook it. Start with boiling water, and we season it. We might as well go ahead and pin this one as well, because this one we're going to have to do the same thing. Okay, very good. We already have the penne, so let's go ahead and get the cookware. Take this and wash that up. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this series. This is, in my opinion, the best cooking game ever made, mainly because you have this restaurant and you ultimately have Michelin stars and stuff, but I've never gotten any of that, never gotten that far with this game. I played it years ago, but never really got very far with it, so I thought that I would take it for another spin because of the Cooking Lab DLC. And it has not disappointed. I really do enjoy this game. It's done very well. Got to get some water. All right, we'll go ahead and do that. Turn that on. Okay, and this should be good to go now. Yep. All right, and we'll season it up with some salt. Perfect. And then we're just going to go ahead and take this, put this on the warmer. Okay. We'll take that, wash that up a bit. Okay. Turn that off. Go back over here. We'll cook some more. Might need 2. They're just a little bit different sometimes. Okay, we have both of our pennes ready to roll here, which is great. We'll go ahead and turn that off, and then we will consult our book. Okay, so we need chopped garlic, sliced chili pepper, and tomato slices. And then we combine that with white wine in a saucepan to use to get the sauce. We just need to cover it. We got to stir it. Doesn't say anything about heat or anything like that. So, and then we cook those in a saute pan, and that's the end of it. So, let's go ahead and get everything we need here, which is the white wine. Why isn't that... Oh, because it's pasta with pesto. It's that one. That's the one we're making. There we go. But we don't need the stuff for the pasta, so we'll just take that, and then we'll take all the vegetables. We will go over here, and we will cut them up. Sliced tomato. Sliced chili pepper. First time we're doing this one. There you go. And some chopped garlic. We will take all that. We will go here and get our saucepan. We don't have to warm it beforehand. We just need to make sure that we're covering it and stirring it. We got to put the pepper in first. There we go. We're going to have to stir it, I guess, first, and then we can cover it. Maybe that's not the right way to go. I think I needed to cover it for more. Start it with a cover, and then stir it immediately thereafter. Hard to know. Guess we can ramp it up a little bit. Remove the lid. Put that in there. Stir it up. Got some tomatoes going on in there. Look at that. Okay. And then we're going to turn off the burner as soon as this thing's done. And we get 4 sauces here. Wow. I mean, making some sauce, aren't we? The saute pan. I don't think this has to be hot beforehand. No. And we just want to make sure we stir it and the heat's not too high. We'll grab a penne. Okay, and we have to make sure we got to put in the pasta. Second deal, and we have to stir it. We are going to be standing over here in the next service the whole time, just doing this, cooking pasta. So, but we're going to get Kasim exactly where he needs to get, so that's really good. We'll go ahead and stir it. This takes some time, so we're going to need to be doing other things while we're doing this. Because you can't just be standing here during the service watching this and having nothing else going on. So we could do some mixing of other things. Maybe we don't even prep the salads. We just, well, it's not a bad idea to prep the salad. That's the only thing. Okay, I think that's all we need to do here, and we can plate it. All right. I mean, it's not too bad afterwards, right? Is that when you're done, you're done. Oh, that looks great. I don't even think I want to redo the plating on this. But we always do just to see. Okay, here's some penne. We can do the big old plate there like that. We can put the sauce on it already. We can make it look crazy. That's got sauce already on it as well. That looks neat. I think I'm going to go with this. Let's scale it up. Yeah, let's get him a ton of it. Although it's actually not quite going matte to the min. Well, none of it is. Okay, well, that's interesting. Yeah, we're going this and we're scaling it up. We're going all the way to the top, baby. Okay, let's place it. And then, could you imagine? That looks interesting. I have to admit, that is intriguing. I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, if we make it smaller. It's kind of decorative, huh? Okay, let's go for it. Why not? Looks cool. Okay, do we want to do any chili peppers? Probably not. No. Do we want to do any sliced tomatoes? I mean, that's a little ridiculous, isn't it? Okay. Put a topper on it? I mean, Ramsey says don't put anything on the plate that you're not going to eat. But if we did do that, it could look interesting. Let's just see what it looks like. Let's just see what it looks like. We're going with it. We're going with it. Why not? All right, cheese. Everybody likes some cheese on their plate. So let's go ahead and do that. Do we want any the fried stuff there? That kind of almost looks like the penne. That's kind of interesting. I say we do that. Let's go ahead and do that because it kind of makes it look like it's actually a penne. We'll put one over here as well. And we'll put one back here. There we go. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Sauce. We already have some sauce already on it, so that's good. And the other stuff's just to, make it. So let's just go ahead and pour it. You know, let's pour it over here on these. Oh, it doesn't like me pouring it there. All right, we'll pour it there. Pour it over there. And we'll pour it back over here too. There we go. Okay. Everything's checked. Do we want to put any basil on this one as well? Might as well. Put a little sprig. There we go. Maybe one more back here. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. We're going to go ahead and save that. That is interesting. That is probably the most artistic dish that we've made so far. But it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I'd eat it. I'd definitely eat it. I'd take that tomato thing off the top and I would throw it away. And then I'd start chowing down. So let's go ahead and take a picture of that. And let's just keep that. Yeah, let's keep it. Keep what we got. There we go. All right, quit. And we'll quit that. And then we're going to use that plating. That's the original. I mean, come on now. Which one would you eat? I think I'd go for this. I think we just finally outdid their plating. All right, we're going to use that in the restaurant. We'll quit. And then we'll take it. And we got ourselves another new dish. And that's looking good. So let's go ahead and go over here. Over here, that is. And then let's go ahead and plate all that up. Actually, let's take that. Because we'll plate those up separately. So we're not going to plate anything up yet. Wait, what's that down there? Oh yeah, we're definitely taking that. Well, we'll plate all those up separately there because those are the three dishes we made. Okay, so arrabbiata, pancetta, spaghetti with clams. Look at those. That looks cool. Okay, let's go to our next one here, which is this one here. Yep. And then the first thing we got to do is, we've already done that. We've already cooked it. So we don't need to do any of those things. Place that there. And then the next thing we got to do is make the pesto. So let's go over here. We don't need those three things. We do want to eat all that, and then we can go over here and blend it. Beautiful. And then the next step after that is to make it with the pesto. So let's go ahead and prepare that and get our saute pan. And again, I think this is just the stirring. Just the stirring that has to get done there, I think. Yep, we just put it there. Heat too high, stir food. Yeah, same thing. We'll grab one of these. We'll grab the other two. And then we'll put the other two right here. We'll package all that up. Yeah, so I hope you're enjoying the series. There's two other series that are going on this channel right now. Both of them are NHL, so if you like hockey, there's a winger and a defenseman. The defenseman actually is a rookie. It's the first time I ever played defense in a game. So that's interesting. I think the 5th episode is going up in just a little bit here, actually. Probably about 45 minutes from now. So check that out if you're into that. And let's go ahead and oh, I gotta grab this. Hold on. Yep. So I gotta put that in there, don't I? Okay, and we gotta... Oh, we have to season this? That's interesting. Stir it. We'll stir it up. Yep. We just have to make sure that we don't... Excuse me. We just have to make sure we don't burn it. That's all. We'll stir it one more time. Blade it up. Look, cough today. Don't want to hear me swallowing, I know. All right, that looks very nice, but we may be able to do something a little better. Let's try it. Okay, here's our pasta. That has the sauce. I'm tempted. Excuse me. I'm tempted. Very tempted to do the same kind of thing and put that thing on top of it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we're going to scale this thing up as much as we can. Right there. Place that down. And then we're going to put that guy on there and scale it down. Ooh, I'm over the max, though. I can't. Okay, hold on. I can go to the previous step. And then we can actually make it a little bit smaller. That's still too much. Okay, hold on. Try it again. Scale it all the way down. Scale it all the way down. And it's still too much. Well, I guess that's what it is. I mean, we'll previous step it. And then we'll just go ahead and not put the topper on it. We'll just do this. Should we do that or that? Which one looks better? I kind of like the lighter one with the pesto mixed in. And then this way, actually, we can scale it up and get to the top there. I like that. Okay, that's what we'll do. Here's some sauce. We already have a lot of sauce, but you know what? There we go. Nice. And we have some lemon, which is optional. Oh, put that on there? I don't know if I would want that on there, though. Lemon rind? I just don't see it. I mean, maybe something like that off the side here. Like that. That's not bad. Okay. Yeah, I can live with that. All right, that's it. Next step. Do we want the basil on here? Nah, I don't think so. I think this looks good. Let's go ahead and save that plating. Take the picture. That looks nice. Okay, quit. And then their plating was what? They're in like in a bowl here. Yeah, and I'm putting it on a plate. You know what? Gonna go with mine again. I like it. I like it better. We're gonna use that. Okay, we'll take that. And that is the end of that recipe. And let's see here. We're still learning these three. But like I said, we're going to go with this one says we're not learning it. Oh yeah, we made that one. We did. We made that one. We're not going to go with the 2 pennies that we just made. We still have to learn 2 more. And you know what? That's a lot to learn. So let's go ahead and let's end this episode here. And then we'll go ahead and learn these other 2 in the next episode and then do the service. How's that? All right, that sounds good to me. And I make the rules around here. So, all right, well, I hope you're enjoying this series. If you do, go ahead and put a like on it. And yeah, we'll see you for part 11, and we will make these 2 dishes. We're going to put this one on the menu. We're going to put that guy on the menu. We're going to put this guy on the menu, and we're going to put that guy on the menu. Leave that one on, and then we'll put the pasta with Italian cheese on as well. So we're going to have a lot of pasta going on next episode. So God bless you. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.